My third book in summer 2022 was The Last Mapmaker, and it's by Christina Soontornvat, I think is how to say her last name. So this was another library find. I walked into the Sonoma County Library. This was in the news section. It just came out in May of 2022. And I had seen some kind of talk about it. And I also know this author. So I love this author. She also wrote All 13, the incredible true story of the wild boar soccer team in Thailand that gets trapped in the cage, which is a really amazing story. If you're looking for a true story, survival story, that's a great one. She also wrote A Wish in the Dark, which kind of has a fantasy feel. I think it won a Newbery Honor recently. All 13 might have as well. And that was a really cool, really fun book. So when I saw she had a new book out, I was really interested. And so I picked it up and read it. And it was a little different than I was expecting. It's adventure, and it's kind of set in this make-believe world where they're still traveling mostly by sailboat. They haven't mapped much outside their empire. So our main character, Sai, lives in this empire that has been at war for a long time, but they've conquered most of their neighbors. And now they have this big fleet of ships that were warships that the queen commissions to go out and map the rest of the world, and specifically go out to the southern seas and cross this line that no one else has crossed. Although we find out in the story that probably fishermen and other people have, but it hasn't officially been crossed, and the land out there mapped. And there's this mysterious Sutherland, I think it's called, or Sunderland. Let me see, Sunderland continent, that there's this legend that this continent exists where there's these unimaginable riches, and where dragons that used to live on Earth all went past this line and now live in the Sunderlands. But it's all a myth. And most people just roll their eyes and say, oh, that's not true. But Sai is an apprentice to a map maker, and she actually has some secrets because she's hiding her true identity so she can work and be an assistant to the map maker. But the map maker is the most famous map maker in the land, and he goes on the expedition to map this last remaining part past this line of the southern seas. And she finds out once they're on the journey that actually they're on that journey because some people want to find this mysterious, legendary place. It's a story of sailing. It's a story of adventure. It's a story of danger. There's treachery. There's mutiny. It's hard to sometimes know who has good intentions and who doesn't. There are secrets. So this was just a great adventure story. Where you just wanted to keep reading and find out what happens, and find out how Sai makes it through this incredible adventure. So The Last Mapmaker by Christina Soontornvat.